This lesson is an introduction or possibly a revision to the idea of figured bass. Figured bass is actually really simple, and probably the most common mistakes I see in figured bass are people trying to overcomplicate. The numbers underneath the bass line simply refer to the scale degree above the bass on which you have to insert the notes. So a third above C, you're counting the starting note, C, D, E, insert a third. That's simple. Fifth above the bass, C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. That is a perfectly accurate realization of the figured bass for that chord. It might not be the most musically sensible realization. We don't tend to like playing thick, chunky chords in the bass register. But in terms of an accurate realization of the figures here, that's perfectly good. When realizing a figured bass, it doesn't matter what octave we put the note in. So you'll never get a number down here that's bigger than 8, because obviously 8 implies an octave above. So let's just get rid of that figured bass chord stuck in the bass there and put it in put the figures in somewhere, put the notes somewhere more sensible for a keyboard player. So up in the treble here is probably a nice place to put it. You can always double the bass when a chord is in root position, so that's also good. But I'll stick to exactly what the figures say for now. So we'll just put 1/5 and 1/3. Now, 5/3 is a very, very common set of figures to find above a note, and as you can see here, once you realize it properly, you've created a chord in root position. That's a C major triad, and it's got the third and the fifth of the chord, which is why it's 5 and 3. So 5/3 always signifies a chord in root position. And you very quickly learn that shorthand. But I should stress, you don't need to know that to be able to realize the figures. Just if you mechanically place the notes above at the appropriate interval, you'll be fine. Don't alter the accidentals of the note unless you've got an indication to do so, and I'll get to that in a later video. So here we've got a 6/4 chord. What's a 6 above? A 6 above D is a B, so let's shove that in. And a 4th above D is the G, so let's just keep it nice and smooth and make the G hang on from the previous one. 6/3. 6th above the bass is E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a C. And a 3 above the bass, E, F, G. It's a G again, so we'll put it in the same place as before. Let's have a listen to those first 3 chords now. Sounds absolutely fine. Now, I've constructed this exercise so that the first 3 chords show you the 3 overwhelmingly most common chords that you'll meet in figured bass. Root position is a 5/3 chord. This is a second inversion triad. It's got the 5th in the bass. It's a G major triad, G, B, D, with the 5th in the bass. And this is a first inversion triad. It's our C major triad again, but this time with E in the bass and the C and the G in the upper parts. So a 6/3 chord is a first inversion. A 6/4 chord is a second inversion, and a 5/3 chord is a root position. So the figures are another way of telling you what the letters tell you in Roman numerals. 1A, 1B, 1C, 5C.